Hello students, I am Assistant Professor Aparna Kedari and in this video we are going to study Chemistry of Biomolecules, chapter, chapter 1, Introduction to Molecular Logic of Life. Then biomolecules, that is biological molecule. These are the biological molecule, any of numerous that substances are produced by cell and living organisms are called biomolecules. The four major types of biomolecules. First biomolecule is carbohydrates, second lipids, third one is nucleic acids and protein. These are the biomolecules that substances produced by cells and living organisms are called biomolecules, and these are the carbohydrates, proteins, lipids, nucleic acids. Then next is the unimolecular and multicellular organisms. Unicellular organisms are made up of single cell, therefore they are called unicellular organism. They are the oldest form of life with fossil records dating back to about 3.8 billion years ago. Example bacteria, amoeba, paramecium, archaea, protozoa, unicellular algae, and unicellular fungi. Most of the unicellular organisms are prokaryotes. Next is the multicellular organism. Um, the multicellular organism that are composed with more than one cell called are called as a multicellular organism. Multicellular organisms are almost always eukaryotes. Example: all vertebrates and invertebrates, all angiosperms, gymnosperms, and higher land plants. Then there is difference between unicellular and multicellular organism. These questions will be asked in exam for 3 marks. Unicellular organisms and multicellular organism. First difference is these are composed of single cell. In multicellular organism, these are composed of more than one cell. Then simple body organization. This unicellular organisms have simple body organization. Then multicellular organisms have complex body organization. A single cell carries out all necessary processes. Then multiple cell performs different functions. The total cell body is exposed to environment. Then in multicellular organism, only the outer cells are exposed to environment. The lifespan of unicellular organism is very short. The lifespan is comparatively longer as compared to unicellular organism. Includes unicellular organisms includes both prokaryotes and eukaryotes. Multicellular organisms includes only eukaryotes. The cell differentiation is absent in unicellular organism. Cell differentiation is present in multicellular organism. Multicellular organisms are microscopic in nature. These multicellular organisms, most of them are microscopic in nature. Examples of unicellular organisms are bacteria, amoeba, yeast, paramecium. Examples of multicellular organisms are human, animals, plants, birds, and insects. Then prokaryotes and eukaryotes. Prokaryotes, these are microscopic single cell organism that has neither distinct nucleus with membrane nor other specified cell organelles. Prokaryotes includes bacteria, archaea. The prokaryotes life seemingly started just over 4 billion years ago, feeding off early carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide, steam nitrogen, hydrogen, and ammonia atmosphere. Then prokaryotes can be split into two domains, archaea and bacteria. In the prokaryotes, all the intercellular water-soluble components, proteins, DNA, and metabolites are located together in the cytoplasm enclosed by cell membrane rather than in separate cellular compartments. Prokaryotes have a cycloskeleton which is much more primitive than that of eukaryotes. Besides homologous of action of actin and tubulins, uh, the helically arranged building blocks of flagellum. Then flagellin is one of the most significant cycloskeleton proteins of bacteria, providing structural backgrounds of chemotaxis, the basic cell physiological response of bacteria. At least some prokaryotes contain intracellular structures that can be seen as primitive organelles. Then membranous organelles or intracellular membranes that are common in some group of prokaryotes such as vacuoles or membrane system devoted to special metabolic properties such as photosynthesis. Then eukaryotes, these eukaryotes, for example, protists, fungi, animal, plant. Eukaryotes refers to single-celled or multicellular organisms whose cell contains a distinct membrane-bound nucleus. Organisms such as animals, plants, fungi, and such protists term examples of eukaryotes because their cells are organized into compartmentalized structures called organelles such as nucleus. The presence of distinct nucleus encased with membranes differentiates the eukaryotes from the prokaryotes. The eukaryotes are also known for having cytoplasmic organelles apart from nucleus such as mitochondria, chloroplast, and Golgi bodies. Eukaryotes often have unique flagella made up of microtubules in 9 plus 2 arrangements. On eukaryotic plant cells possesses various cell structures such as nucleus, chloroplast, mitochondria in central vacuole, Golgi apparatus, and endoplasmic reticulum. They are surrounded by cell membranes and further enveloped by plant cell walls. Then a list of cell organelles and their functions. Here cell organelles are nucleus, endoplasmic reticulum, Golgi bodies, or then ribosomes, mitochondria, lysosomes, vacuole, chloroplast, cytoplasm, cytoskeleton, cell membranes, and cell wall.